How we doing, Move? Pastor Shane here, and I got a question for you for this week. Is there anybody who's watching this that loves to play video games? I myself am a huge video game nerd. I love sports games, I love action games, but my favorite game of all is Madden. I buy Madden every year, and I just invest so much time into it. It's my favorite game to play. And there's something that happens to me in Madden though. When I'm playing in a really intense game and it's getting really crazy, I'm getting down to the last moment. There's a time where maybe when I need to think more, the play clock is going down, that I need to kind of get my thought process together. Sometimes I hit the pause button in the game so I have more time to think. Today I want to title this message the power of the pause. See, the truth is I think a lot of us watching this video, we don't take the right amount of time to step back and pause in our life to think. And I think there's a lot of things that should take us to a place where we need to pause. When we find ourselves in stressful situations, when we find ourselves getting angry, when we find ourselves getting bitter, when we find ourselves getting jealous, I think in those kind of moments, it's important for us to pause and to do three things. Before I get to those three things, I think everything we do, we follow as an example of Jesus. And Jesus took time to pause all the time. If you read the scriptures, and even last week's story we were talking about, before he fed the 5,000, after that he went away and prayed. He left to go pray by himself. Before he went to the cross, he went away to pray, and he would take time to pause. The Bible would say over and over again, he would heal people. He would take time, he'd heal the multitudes, but then he would go away to pray, to pause. And we talked about those things that cause us to pause. Stress, anger, fear, all those things. But a lot of times we don't pause. We just push through. When life gets stressful, we just keep going. When we get scared, we just keep going. When we get busy over the top, we get angry, we just keep going. I think some of us need to practice this ability of the power of pause. And I think there's three things we need to do when we find ourselves in a stressful situation, a situation where we're angry or we're frustrated or we don't know what to do, we're confused. There's three things I think we need to do when we pause. And the first one is this: we need to pause and pray. Pause and pray. See, a lot of times our answer is just one time away of talking to the creator of the universe. And there's been tons of times where I've been stressed out. I've been like really busy, and I've just been trying to do as much as I can to get it done. And I'll just say, I need to step away. I need to go talk to my dad in heaven, and then just allow him to give me clarity. Also, like there's been times where I'm angry, and I've went to God and I've said, God, I'm going to pause. I'm going to just talk to you. Give me clarity on this situation. We need to pause and pray. And then we also need to pause and praise. We need to pause and praise. Sometimes in the midst of a crazy situation, and we're all feeling it right now, is we need to pause and just praise God for who he is. Sometimes when we're in a stressful situation, when life feels hard, whatever that is for you tonight, we need to pause and just praise God for everything he's done before. God, I'm stressed. God, I'm overwhelmed, but you've done it once before and you're going to do it again. And then the last thing we need to do is pause and reflect. We need to pause and reflect on the situation. Think about the reasons why we're stressed out. Think about the reasons why we're angry. Think about the reasons why we're bitter. You need to reflect on those things and then turn them over to God through prayer and worship. And I just want to challenge you guys with this today. I know the world might feel like it's on pause with this whole epidemic we're in, but I think if I really was sitting down with you face to face and said, how many times have you on a daily basis paused to pray? How many times have you paused to praise? And how many times have you paused to reflect? The world might be on pause, but are you pausing with the creator of the world? Are you pausing with the person who can give you all the answers to your problems if you just let him in? So I want to challenge you to do those three things today. I want you to pause and pray. I want you to pause and praise Jesus for who he is. And I want you to pause and reflect on your situation and how good God is in it. All right, guys, I hope you have fun in groups. Have a great time. Take some time and just pause.